Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Lisa Bassini and today we are making love monsters. So cute. So let's get started. I'm so excited. Alrighty, so did I say I'm from the baking coach? I don't remember, but I am. Okay, so here we have some ordinary cupcakes and we have a couple different things. We've got some heart candies, little confectionaries that we're going to use. We've also got my favorite, love using Tootsie Rolls. We're going to be using some Tootsie Rolls today. And then we have some icing. I've colored some purple. And then this one is almost red. And then we have pink. And the pink is kind of a lighter shade of the red. Not a real red, but it's a lighter shade. There's definitely a difference. So there you go. Anyway. Alrighty, so let's get started. So what I like to do first is figure out my face. Like, what am I going to use for a face on my love monsters? So we have some Tootsie Rolls, and Tootsie Rolls are little pieces of fondant. And I have stretched this white Tootsie Roll, vanilla, which is actually my favorite. I prefer the vanilla over the chocolate. That is the original shape, and I molded it into a long snake. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this white Tootsie Roll for my eyes. So I'm going to just pinch a piece off. And then on one of my monsters anyway, from the snake, I'm just going to pinch a little piece and then make some circles. I just feel like when you mold it into a shape, it gets more pliable. So there I have my two circles. And then I'm going to take my pink Tootsie Roll. I think this is cherry. I'm going to take two smaller pieces. Little tiny, like half a pea size. Can hardly see it in my finger. There we go. And I'm going to push that down. And that's going to make some eyeballs. Get that in there. Show you in a second. This is going to be an eye. Okay, two of them, go. And then you can take the red, and now I'm gonna work it. Squeeze it. Okay. Make it into a tube. You can use this you can make different things for your monster. You can make some antennas. They have sometimes monsters have antennas. I'm gonna make just more thinner tube-like, and then bend it a little. Gonna make two of them. I guess this monster's from outer space. My little love monster's from outer space. And you want to kind of have a plan. So you'll take your antennas. And then I'm going to take a little bit of white to plop on top. Little rounded piece on top. Needs to be a little bigger. So I'm making and molding with my Tootsie Rolls different shapes for my monster. There we go. Oops. You can also take the white and make a mouth with it if you wanted to. You can also use other things sometimes you can just use a little heart for a mouth as opposed to shaping a mouth. And then I'm going to take white again for another monster. So I'm just making a whole bunch of different ornaments. And then just take that, and then that's a little smiley face. Okay. All right, so let's get started with our monster. So I have here a pastry bag, okay? And you have all your buttercreams colored. I'm going to fit the pastry bag with the hair tip. This is the hair tip. It's got all little tiny holes at the end. It's also known as a grass tip. It's a fun little tip. So I'm gonna place the tip into the bag. Now, if you're not old enough to use a pair of scissors, get an adult, have them help you. Okay, so you're gonna put the tip into the bag until it can't go any further. And then I want you to trim the bag with a pair of scissors. Okay, so the tip is still not out yet and it's just at the end of the bag. Then push the tip back and cut it about a 1/2 inch again. Just be mindful where these little pieces are going. You don't want them ending up in your cupcake. So I always like to make sure I know where those go before I proceed. Now to fill the pastry bag, a great way to do it is to take the pastry bag and line it in a cup. Just like that. Make sure you have a nice cuff on the outside. And now let's see, what do I want to start with? Okay, I'm going to start with the color red. Put that in the bag. If you wanted to, you could put all 3 colors in one bag and make a psychedelic looking monster. But I'm going to start off with the red. Put that in the bag. Maybe I'm going to add a second color. Okay, I'm going to add purple too. Get that on the opposite side. Okay. Lift the bag, pushing the frosting down, just like that. And now I've got 2 colors in there, some of a psychedelic monster. I'm gonna take the rubber band and wrap it around the end of the bag. Why am I doing it? Prevents the frosting from coming out the other end. Now, L for Lisa. My name is Lisa. So I'm using my left hand because I'm a left-handed person. You're gonna take the pastry bag, place it between your thumb and your index finger and wrap your hand around the bag. That is the proper way of holding a pastry bag. If you're a right-handed person, then you would use your right hand, but still make the L for Lisa. That's me, okay. Now, I'm gonna take our first cupcake and we have to pull away the cupcake liner. Oops. Just like that. Okay, so now it looks just like a little doily or a little, place for the monster to sit on. So now we're going to begin using our hair tip. Once again, L for Lisa. Wrap your hand around the bag. I'm lefty, so now what you're going to do to use the tip is you're going to press and squeeze and pull up quickly, and that will create hair all around your cupcake. So we're going to just squeeze and pull, and the faster you can pull, the more hairier it's going to look. The more crazier, the better. Okay, so we want to do this and cover your entire cupcake. So I'm going to continue to do that, and I'm squeezing and I'm pulling up really quickly. And we are going to cover the top and the sides. If you get tired, stop and start again. Okay, now, might be fun to get even a cereal bowl. Hold on. To give you some, height on your cupcake. And you're going to continue to squeeze and pull away. Whoops. Make sure you're touching your cupcake, or else it'll just come back with you like it did for me 2 seconds ago. And here's the goal, to cover your whole cupcake with this crazy looking frosting. Okay. So it looks like a hairy little monster. If you don't pull away, it'll just clump together, but it's a monster, so it doesn't matter. Okay, gonna keep going here. Okay, all right, so finish my little monster later. I think I just have a little bit left. So here is my monster. You wanna find like the best side and then build a little bit more on top. And the fun part is this is going to be the face of the monster. So let me go get those, clean my hands a little bit. Look at those eyes that I just made a little while ago. It's 1 and 2, okay. And then I'm gonna give him a little heart nose with some heart candy, just like that. Okay, and then let's use the little mouth. There we go. See how it's coming to life now? That's our little monster there. And now I'm going to add some ears, and I think I'm gonna use my hearts as ears. Put those there and there, little subtle. And then I'm gonna put my little, stick them. Hopefully it'll stay. And there you have your heart monster. Pick him up without dropping him or her. Okay, so there is my little monster, my little love monster. So what you can also do with your pastry bag is you can pipe out another little monster, or you can cut this tip out and then start, give it a good rinse, and then start with a new bag and make a whole other color. Could make a pink one. So the real trick here is when you're squeezing out the hair from your cupcake, you just do a squeeze and a pull and a squeeze and a pull really fast, and that will create the hair on your cupcake. And if you want, you don't have to go to your cupcake first. You can practice on your bowl and just make some hair in the bowl. There we go. Squeeze and a quick pull, okay? Well, to complete the project, just continue to decorate all of your little monsters using the cupcake and the frosting. So my name is Lisa Bassini, and I'm from the Baking Coach. To find out more about the Baking Coach, or to get a shop list for this craft or a recipe to make cupcakes and frosting, just check us out on our website at bakingcoach.com, and you could reach us through our contact page. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in for Love Monster. I hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye now.